favorite color is red, like the bloodshed of Kurt Cobain's head when he shot himself dead.
Yeah, dude. Fuck. All right.
Live from the kitchen.
New kitchen. Hey, guess what? Somebody in the house is dying right now, so we are officially relocated to a safer position until we can get our wits about us, man.
Is the California flag within scope?
I hope so.
A lot of people forget that Joe is a West Coast boy.
Well,
He's
that's
from the
actually
Bay
not
Area.
even the California flag. That is
The New California Republic.
yeah,
it
that
says.
is from a video game, Fallout New Vegas.
Oh, that's hilarious.
About a
dude.
post-apocalyptic world, which is why the bear has 2 heads.
2 heads. Okay, like radiation.
Yeah.
And now you have 2-headed bears running around.
Well, you know what's funny is even though there is a grizzly bear on the California flag, they're not native to California.
Really?
Yeah.
Are there grizzly bears in California, though?
There's bears in California, but not grizzly bears.
Like black bears.
Like African-American bears.
I'm sorry, African-American bears.
The
brother bears.
Negroid bear. Hey, man, y'all got some honey? Shit, man. Motherfucker trying to get some honey up in this bitch, man. Oh, bother. Winnie Dupoo.
Winnie the Pooh.
I'm sad it took us this long to get there.
Yeah.
Winnie the Pooh.
I'm holding it back.
Winnie the Pooh.
Can we bleep it if I say niglet?
Nope.
Thank you for asking, Matt. It's under review, and we've decided
Yeah.
it's a no.
Okay, Tigger stays Tigger, though. We're not.
Yeah.
Tigger gonna tigger.
My Tigger, my Tigger.
What's
My
up? What's
Tigger,
up,
my
fellas?
Tigger. I'm chilling. This is kind of like when you go to a hotel and you're like, even if you're somewhere shitty, you're just like, you feel it's fun. You're in a new place.
Yeah.
Like I feel like there's a mini bar. I get to go to like a Chili's next door. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the beauty of our little setup is we can theoretically record anywhere and everywhere.
We can record everywhere. We're like the Operation Ivy of podcasts. We'll play your living room.
Watch out now.
Am I looking into the camera?
You better hope so.
Hello.
I used to date a girl who was real into Operation Ivy.
Yikes.
So I know that style of music. It's not something I would have thought of as like punk rock. It's kind of like fun. Like, is it ska? Is that considered,
Operation Ivy?
or is it considered a precursor to ska? Because it's kind of like ska.
Well,
right?
Joe, you're from the Bay Area, so I'll let you handle this one.
Yeah. Oh, does it have like overweight people wearing suspenders like kicking and doing this all the
Is
time?
that what Operation Ivy is?
That's what ska is.
Oh,
Yeah, if you're a ska fan, you either got to be dangerously overweight or
Yeah.
dangerously underweight.
There really is no
third way.
Yeah.
Well,
There's no
'cause-
in between.
Yeah, because my thought about punk rock music was always not necessarily metal, but almost like a hard rock.
Ooh.
A little bit, like underground, edgy. So then when I hear even some NoFX, I'm like, oh, this is kind of fun and upbeat.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because they mess with ska a little bit. They're not true ska, like the specials, like a message to you, Rudy. That's ska.
They're not
but, like,
real ska, like
I mean,
real big fish.
Oh, Jesus. Classic Bobby thinking Matt's asking a question in earnest, and he very isn't.
Matt's so proud of that one.
Oh,
He
yeah.
gets so proud of his
You
work.
can't get
I
mad at
knew-
him for doing a pun. He looks like a kid that passed his spelling bee test.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, aren't you proud of me?
Yeah.
You just want to give him a sticker.
Yeah. Anyway, you can actually talk about punk rock music, unless I think of another ska band. That's the thing is I don't know much ska, so when I thought of Real Big Fish, I'm like, I fucking got one.
A lot of ska punk is just like, yeah, sometimes they'll merge the two in a song, but a lot of times they'll have like Operation Ivy did this. Well, they'll have like pure punk rock songs and pure ska songs. Like Sound System is straight up ska. It's just like uptick on the guitar and you could skank throughout the whole thing. But then Knowledge,
Right.
that's straight up. That's 3 chords.
That's ska.
That's punk rock.
Punk rock.
Yeah, punk rock is 3 chords. The
Okay.
rule of punk rock.
The rule of punk. Well, to be fair, ska is also usually few chords, but they do the The uptick thing.
Okay, isn't so I know nothing about music, which is embarrassing because my dad is a Juilliard graduate and classical pianist.
It skips a generation.
Yeah, but I know there was like the comedy group Access of Awesome did the 4-chord song.
Yes.
Where they're like like to me that was mind blowing because I don't know what 8 chords sound like. So the idea like every song uses 4 chords, I'm like, what? Everyone's a hack? I had no idea. Like, I don't know what any of it means.
Well, you could write an original piece of music that like doesn't sound like anything else, but I think for the most part that won't be catchy. Like if you want a catchy song, there's a formula to that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I do know, like, a lot of songs, it's basically verse, chorus, repeat the chorus, and verse, and end.
Hell
like,
yeah. What a
there's, like,
banger, Matt.
That's it, yeah.
Fuck, dude, let's get this guy in the studio.
Like, I've seen enough, like, pop songs that I just know that formula is done a lot.
You forgot the bridge.
Oh, there's a bridge, too.
There's a bridge.
Always
For you
the
to
bridge.
jump off.
Whoa! All right.
Is that a nice thing to say to one of your friends?
No, probably not. I'm sorry.
It's a good thing to say to one of your coworkers, though.
Yeah, I forgot. We're not friends.
We gotta,
Business
honestly, like,
partners.
if I learned anything from my history of podcasting, it's don't be friends with the people you do a podcast with. Keep them at a safe distance.
That's why, like one time I texted Joe from his personal number, and I remember he replied, "Please send this to the work email."
Yes, exactly.
You know?
Hey, I'm off the clock, dude. Can you send
Yeah.
this to the work email? Can you send a copy to my work email for correspondence?
I had
you
that
gotta
on
keep
a-
your bases covered, dude.
I had that on a previous podcast that Matt and I were on. We had
Super Seniors.
this
that
Super
you hated.
Seniors.
That you hated.
It was fun until it wasn't.
That's actually...
Man, what is up with these podcasts being fun until they're not, dude?
We lost steam, dude. The thing is,
We're like a fucking a couple on their second marriage.
yeah,
Yeah.
Where it was
that's
like,
us.
okay, well, we know what we don't want.
Yeah. I think it was the podcast that killed Mark Henley, actually.
May he rest in peace.
Yeah, it was a lot. It's a lot to say something into a microphone.
It
for,
is.
It's a lot of hard work.
30 minutes to 32 minutes a week.
Mark and I were texting this afternoon, actually.
Sexting, I
We were-
believe.
my
You
apologies.
found-
we were in fact sexting.
Yeah.
You found like was it like a seance, or how were you able to communicate with Mark Henley, who is dearly deceased?
Oh, it's yeah. So he passed away years ago, but
Right.
like because I'm having a hard time coping with
Yeah.
it, I still
Okay.
text the old number.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah.
like my favorite thing to do.
Text dead people.
Yeah. How cool would it be if like you text like one of your dead relatives and then somebody texts back and then you
Ooh.
realize like, oh, it's like they gave the phone number to somebody else, so you just start sexting that person.
Yeah, there are friends of mine who their social have died and their social media has been taken over by family members.
Sick.
So they still like post just like memories and photos of them.
Get over
But
it.
yeah.
They're dead.
I've done a bit on stage about this. I've had a friend die, and then the next birthday comes up on Facebook, and people are still wishing them happy birthday because they haven't heard that they died yet.
That's hilarious.
And it's just the oblivious happy birthday post.
Now, if
so
a
much.
sexy mama dies, how long do they have to be under before you can once again reincorporate their bikini photos into your spank bank?
Well, I think you should do it like in memoriam, like right away. Like when you go to a funeral, there's people's picture. You admire the pictures.
You tribute
So,
them.
So I think
Jerk off tribute.
I think it's only respectful for me to tribute
Yeah.
the pictures of this woman that I learned died hours ago.
Yeah, I feel like there's August Ames was like a famous
Yeah.
porn star who died. I didn't stop jerking off to her videos.
It would
Dude,
be
I
wrong
jerked
to.
off to one of her videos when I found out the news.
That one where she
That's how much of a psychopath.
the
I
one
am.
where she was giving the measurements to that black guy, right?
No, I don't.
Oh, I know the exact one that you're talking about.
Everyone jerked off to that one. Was
I
like
don't
the
know
first
this.
time I was ever like, damn, I guess I am into interracial porn. Like honestly, August Ames, God rest her soul, really helped break down the racial barriers.
Yeah.
That was the first time it was like, oh, she's actually like into having sex with a black man, because up until then it seemed fetishized.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
where it's like, well, I'm gonna fucking fuck this black guy to get even with somebody, or because it's
Yeah.
forbidden. But
This
she was
one-
like into it.
Yeah, this one
It was like, damn,
just-
she treated that black guy like a human.
Yeah. She was like
Groundbreaking stuff. When was this? 2012, 2000.
Honestly, yeah.
She was
I
like,
well, let's turn off the fire hoses, folks.
yeah.
Let's-
How else are you gonna clean the cum off?
yeah.
Yeah, she was a tailor in the video, right?
That's right.
And he was a James Taylor, but so she's like giving pants measurements to this guy, and as she's doing it, she's noticing something in his pants that's not his leg that she's measuring. It's his gun. Yes.
Gun, yeah. Gun fell out.
Yeah.
That's how she died.
Right.
No, she got bullied into killing herself for social justice.
Isn't that cool? Oh, it was because
Yeah.
she,
What was the bullying?
She did not want to do a sex scene with a man who previously had sex scenes with other men. And she was like, no, it's fucking dangerous. I could get a
because she
disease.
can get AIDS.
Yeah, she could get fucking AIDS, dude. And everyone was like, how dare you? Shame on you. You're disgusting. You're a homophobe. And then she killed herself. We lost a beautiful angel because of these stupid little libtards that can't let us enjoy a good thing.
Yeah.
Porn should be like the only thing that's not PC because porn by default is basically like everything is okay. Everything's kind of fetishized.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen trans women porn. I've only seen tranny
Shut the
porn.
fuck up, dude.
Oh.
Trans WOMYN porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It seems like a weird place to start being like, well, actually. Because you imagine the cuck porn where the guy's like, oh my God, I can't believe you're fucking this man whose race isn't important.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
I still feel it's weird that like it's not going to happen often. I don't think we're going to get to the point where we're going after porn stars for misgendering people in the porn.
Yeah.
That would be fucking amazing,
Yeah.
though.
Some girl just like some trans woman pulls the guy's dick out and was like, "Hey, you got my pronouns wrong. This shoot is over." And then the person watching is actually a woke person, and that's what they jerk off to,
Yeah.
is watching a trans woman tell off a bigot.
Dude, there's got to be like, watch, in like 10 years, there's going to be like some fetish porn where it's like, oh, they dead name the person, and that's how they get off.
Or it'll be the opposite, where it's being lectured for saying something politically incorrect.
Yeah.
That's the fetish. You know, like the videos where it's the like the girl bullying you for having a small dick. You're a loser.
Have you ever been bullied for having a small dick?
No, I haven't.
Nice. How about you, Bobo?
Only encouraged.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Only you're doing a wonderful job under the circumstances.
You're trying your best.
Yeah, that's the only way I could come.
Yeah,
He's got a child's dick and a warrior's heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, why would I ever feel bad about her saying, you know, I actually like your size better?
Yeah, big dicks hurt. This is good. This is like having like a little baby clit rub up against my clit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not dangerous.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. Nothing's gonna get ruptured.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Look, if I said it once, I said it a million times. Baby, I'm not going to hurt you.
Yeah.
Baby, I'm always at the way that you always love me all the time. Baby, I have a small penis.
Do you think Beatles had small, tiny dick energy?
Ooh, I
John
don't
Lennon
know.
definitely. That's why he beat the shit out of all of his wives. and
Yeah.
shit. The heroin addiction, the bad dad.
Yeah.
Being a bad dad and a heroin addict, that's,
Who do we?
that's sure sign
Let's
of baby
rank
dick.
the Beatles and who we think had the biggest to smallest dicks.
George
all right?
Ringo.
Ringo?
Oh, really?
I
I'm
think
saying
George
Ringo because Ringo just walks in there barely knowing how to play the drums.
That's
and
true.
He's like, I
Okay.
got
He's
this,
got
dude.
some big dick. I think
Yeah.
it's between Ringo and George.
Okay.
I think Paul
George-
McCartney. I think John Lennon's smallest. Then Paul.
Yeah, Paul had probably like an average sized dick.
Yeah.
Because he's like, what's wrong with silly love songs? Like, that's some BDE to be like, whatever, fuck it. I was in a great band, but now
Yeah.
I write love songs, and I have billions of dollars, and I'm fucking some
Yeah,
one-legged bitch.
and John Lennon's like, look, I'm having sex with a profoundly ugly, untalented woman.
Yeah.
That's big dick energy, and that's actually not big dick energy.
It isn't.
Big dick energy is having sex with a beautiful woman. So if you see a guy with an Uggo on his arms, give that guy a pat on the shoulder because he's got a little nubbin, and he's trying to make the best of a bad situation.
I think John Lennon may have like lost his mind from getting like too much pussy.
Yeah.
And then like the first woman that was like, I actually don't care if you fuck me or not. He's like, I'm in love with her.
I love her.
Yeah, because Yoko was like, first and foremost, she's like, I got to do my weird yodeling, and
Yeah.
anything that comes between me and my weird yodeling, no thanks. And John's like, this is the weirdest way I've ever been rejected, and I haven't been rejected since I've been a millionaire. So I love this woman, and I'm gonna take pictures of us naked awkwardly.
Isn't that weird?
Dude,
Raise
what
your damn
happened?
kid, John Lennon.
Yeah. Like Joe does.
Were you sad when John Lennon was shot?
Considering I was -10, it actually didn't affect me very much.
I was pretty pumped, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, good riddance.
Matt, do you have an alibi?
Yeah. I was in my mom's pussy.
Yeah.
Being
When
born
was he
or
shot?
the other way?
When
Were
was
you
he
going
killed?
in or out?
In.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Back in. Back.
Yikes.
Like hitting the snooze
I'm
alarm,
going home.
back. It's so wild that he got shot.
Why?
It's just the
Usually it's like politicians, civil rights leaders.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah, him and Selena are like weird ones where it's like, what?
Who would you want to get shot right now? Which celebrity do you wish got shot?
The Supreme Court.
I'd say Alec Baldwin. Give him a little taste of his own
Yeah.
medicine.
A little tit
Hey,
for
Alec
tat,
Baldwin, you like calling your daughter a stupid pig and shooting women? How about you get shot, buddy? See how you like it.
You ever see the police video of like they're interviewing Alec Baldwin and at this point he thinks that she's like in the hospital.
His daughter? Or
No,
the person
when
shot?
Alec Baldwin murdered that woman.
Oh.
Alec Baldwin shoots this woman. She
Yes,
gets taken to the
on
hospital.
set.
He's talking to the police in another room.
Yeah.
And he thinks at this point in the video, this is like this police
Yeah.
recording.
He doesn't know she's dead.
He does not know she's dead. Like the policewoman gets a call, hangs up and says, "I have some unfortunate news. She didn't make it." And he goes, "Oh!" He has this like incredible, like so few people have that that visceral reaction.
Yeah, he's
oh my god,
He's a great actor.
The first comment under the video said, "This has to be real. There's no way Alec Baldwin can act this well."
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No, that's okay.
I'm sorry. That's because like the thing is when it comes to like getting to the punchline, all of us you always be closing.
Always be closing.
Yeah.
ABCs.
Always be capping.
That's
a woman
yeah.
director in the face, dude. that dude. Fuck. Every director really is lucky that they weren't killed by fucking Alec Baldwin. How wild is it?
Baldwins, biggest to smallest penis of the Baldwins.
All right. Well, first off, Billy Baldwin has to have a big dick because he accepted Christ into his life.
Right. Yeah. Steven, I feel like small dick energy. I don't even know anything he's done besides Celebrity Apprentice. It's weird to think back on how much I watched The Apprentice and The Celebrity Apprentice.
Yeah, I think Billy.
That was like one of the shows my parents would watch and I would watch with them that I was like old enough to get and understand.
Yeah.
Especially when the celebrities came in and like, fuck yeah, Trace Adkins, the guy who's saying honky tonk badonkadonk with Dennis Rodman, Tom Green, Penn Jillette. The show rocks.
It really came into its own with Celebrity Apprentice.
Yeah.
Because it was like. Before that, it was like, okay, Other Apprentice, it was interesting, but...
I was
like,
still so
yeah.
into those. I still think about Kwame sometimes from season 1.
Do they still have...
Kwame lost to Bill Rancic, who became like his wife Juliana is like on a bunch of like reality TV stuff. Like the two of them, they worked with Trump. They were like in there for a while. Kwame is just the black dude who came in second place that... I think he was the baby face. I think most people wanted Kwame to win.
Is that streaming anywhere?
I have no idea.
I'll have to find that out.
Yeah.
We'll watch a couple episodes on the Patreon.
Yeah, we'll do
episode.
some watch-alongs of The Apprentice. What were we talking about?
I don't know, but I know it was golden.
Trans rights.
Right.
rights. We were ranking the Beatles' penis sizes.
The Baldwin's penis sizes.
That's right.
Stephen Baldwin, I say small.
Now, Stephen Baldwin's delicious little daughter is married to Justin Bieber.
Really?
Yeah, Haley Baldwin.
Oh, okay.
Haley Bieber.
Haley Bieber.
Isn't it crazy all these kids born in the 90s starting to look good now? Huh?
Yeah.
Weird, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Would you have sex with like an 18-year-old, Bobby?
Right now. Yeah, it's not a hard question.
Damn, dude. So you'd have sex with an 18-year-old boy?
Never specified.
Yeah, dude.
Bobby answered real quickly.
Bobby Sheehan, the faggot of locker room talk.
It would be homophobic for me not to. It was like, well, look what happened to August Ames. I'm not going to start being like, oh, I'm not going to have sex with certain people.
Yeah.
Well,
August- yeah.
that's problematic. To not have sex with certain people.
Yeah. Wasn't there the thing, Genuine, the rapper? Was it a trans woman that like tried to kiss him? Someone just like tried to kiss him and he backed away and it became like a big controversy that he didn't want to kiss them. And I think most people rightfully were reacting. Doesn't matter what gender or anything you are, just going in for a kiss on someone you don't know on a TV show is a weird thing to do.
Why?
And it's not a...
What if you really want to kiss that person?
Folks, if you see us on the street, try to kiss us.
Yes.
Yeah, give me a little.
It's what we want, and it's kind of a consensual, non-consent situation. So if we pull away, it just means we want you to try harder.
Yeah, and if you're a hot woman, go the miracle mile and spit in my mouth.
And if you're a hot woman, peg me.
Oh, Bobbert.
That's a demon I'm glad I don't have that needs to be pegged by a woman.
Why?
It just seems... Because it's already such a negotiation to get a woman to sleep with me. And then I got to be like, oh, also, can you fuck me in the ass? I promise it's not gay.
I'm kind of glad I don't have any, like, a weird, like, kink or fetish.
That you know of.
That I know of. But even if it was something that I could be into... there are things that I've been with girls who want to be like choked or slapped, and then I'm like, all right.
That's what he told his defense attorney.
Yes. If she's into it, I'll do that, but I don't need to do that. I'm glad I don't have anything that I like need to do. Where I'm like,
I was with a girl one time, and she's like, "Can I put a finger up your ass?"
Yeah.
And it's not something that doesn't sing.
Yeah.
That doesn't sing to me.
that's what he told
What
the
did
judge.
What did you say?
I said no I don't want, because what if I love having a finger shoved up?
Yeah.
Then you can put your fingers up your ass. Big
I
deal.
don't want-
What?
I don't-
Why?
Dude, because that like one of
Because then
my
I gotta start buying new underwear and getting gloves. It's a whole house. Big deal. So you like a finger up your ass?
He's gonna have the Big J Okerson gloves with the fingers.
It's fingerless, so I can clean my fingernails after.
It's cold out, but I have to put fingers up my ass.
Yeah. It's like I want frozen fingers but sweaty palms.
Yes.
the thing that I love almost more than anything else in the world is jacking off and passing out soon thereafter.
Okay.
Now,
Do
if
you
I'm
clean up?
shut-
Do you clean up first?
Nope. So
you fall asleep on with your own spunk.
I come on a paper towel that's on my belly.
Yeah.
I put the paper towel on my night dresser, and then I
Yeah.
fall asleep.
And then the next morning you wake up and you have a little treat.
Yeah, and then I take care of it. It's mostly dry at that point.
Yeah.
It's good. We got a game. The thing is, I
You need
use
something to put on your Cheerios in the morning.
That's disgusting,
So
Matt. You know the sugar content in Cheerios.
Well, you need something for the honey nut in your Cheerios.
So if you're putting a finger up my ass, then I need to waddle over to the bathroom sink, lather up some soap. It's a whole
Why?
goddamn thing.
Why?
Because I'm not going to fall asleep with shit on my fingers.
How do you know there's shit in your ass?
There's always shit in my ass.
Not always.
Dude, I've never... Next time you go to the bathroom, you just have to piss. Take a piece of toilet paper, wipe your ass, and see if there's shit on it. I bet
There's
you there will
not.
be.
There's plenty of times where
Dude,
there's not.
No way.
Yes,
Anytime my ass itches, like you ever got an itchy ass, I wipe my ass. There's always at least
a little.
half a penny of shit on a toilet.
You're not cleaning your ass then.
Dude, I wet wipes. I even use bidets when the chance arises.
Yeah.
I do like Chipotle. But hold on. Even if I have this pristine, mystical, shitless ass that you apparently have, dude, there's no way. Whatever.
What?
I'm not going to argue the point.
No, I want you to unpack this.
There is no way you have clean, healthy poops on a regular basis.
It depends. Like I have a squatty potty, so it's not like I have shit just chilling in my colon. Dude, no matter what, it's like out there, and like you do like a quick little like sweep up. And then you stick your finger up your asshole.
So I'll concede to you that there might be a world in which I shove my finger up my ass and I pull my finger out and there's no shit on it.
All right.
You still have to wash that finger.
Yeah. But you
And
have
I
to
don't
you should
want to.
He wants to pass out
Dude,
immediately after.
So you fall asleep covered. You'd rather be covered in cum than like.
I'm not covered in cum. Were you not listening, folks? I put the paper
All
towel
right, so
on my belly.
put a fucking latex glove over your fucking hand and then shove it up your asshole and see how you fucking like it. And then you just toss the glove away at the end of the day.
Inside out and put it on the cum paper towel.
No,
Okay,
come on.
I'm listening.
No, come on. If you're when you're masturbating, you want to do it raw. You don't jerk off with a condom. You're gonna put a latex glove on your hand to finger your ass.
What about when you're in the shower?
Oh, well, I mean, I clean my ass in the shower.
But you don't put your finger up your asshole? You don't explore?
No, I don't want to figure out that I like a finger in my ass and then I need a finger in my ass in every sexual content text because I don't want to be. First of all, Single Bobby.
Yeah.
He's fucking a woman. What are the odds? I hit red at Vegas. You know what I
Right.
mean? I'm not going to then be like, hey, you've made it this far. Let's make sure you could jump over this final hurdle of me liking to be penetrated in the ass. Most women, I know we're in New York, but even here, I think more women than not are going to be turned off by that.
No, I don't think. I think the opposite.
Really?
Yeah. We're living in a brave new world, Bobbert. Women like getting their ass eaten. They like being dominant.
You ever
Like-
eaten ass before?
Yeah.
I've done it too. It's gross.
No,
I
it's
love
not.
it.
No, they're not mutually exclusive, my friend.
Okay.
What kind
I-
of ass have you eaten?
I had a Latina ass. The spiciest of asses.
You had some spicy ass. What's your favorite kind of ass? Chinese.
No.
The problem with that is you're hungry for more 30 minutes later.
He couldn't not do it, folks.
This might be racist, but I've only eaten white women's asses.
Okay. Okay.
Have you had the opportunity and turned it down?
No.
No.
I've never
That's
turned
fine.
it down.
Yeah.
Just because non-white women are naturally scared of you, that's not your fault.
Yeah.
I think it's like white women are just more kinky.
Yeah. You ever had soul food before? It's a black woman's ass.
Ooh, hell yeah.
I've never eaten a black, but I've had sex with a black woman.
Did she not want you to eat her ass?
It just never came up.
This is an interesting
I feel like you
dichotomy. I've never eaten a white woman's ass, and you've never eaten a non-white woman's ass.
I feel like you got to fuck a person a couple of times before you can bring up eating ass.
Oh, I did it
Yeah.
on the first date. And I also
All right, you got to unpack. You got to unpack this story a little bit.
that was the same night I almost had anal sex, but I could not get hard enough to do it.
So that's why you just ate her pooper out.
Yeah, I was
instead?
like, sorry, let's do this as a consolation prize.
Yeah.
Dude, the anal sex thing, it's I mean, she was down. She's just down for anything. And she's like, you fuck me in the ass. I'm like, what
Damn.
the fuck is happening? And I didn't realize till later she was crazy. So at the time, I'm like, well, this is it. I found her. You know what I mean? So she's like, I'm like, how does it work? She's like, you get hard and you put it in my ass.
How does it work?
Yeah.
You didn't know how it worked?
She
Well,
drew
I
you a
assume
little
it was
diagram.
more- I mean, she showed me where the asshole was.
Yeah.
Bobby's like, I've been waiting for this day my whole life. He turns in his bag, pulls out the blueprints.
He opens up like Grey's Anatomy,
Yeah.
and he's like flipping around
Yeah.
trying to find
the
everything.
poo prints.
So she lathered,
Brown's anatomy.
she like she obviously put a lot of lube in there.
Yeah.
And this, I didn't realize this about myself, but like 9 times out of 10, when I'm gonna fuck a woman in the pussy, I put a condom on. She did have me wear a condom.
What
It
a
wasn't
bitch.
That cool.
Right.
But 9 times out of 10, I put a condom on. I go from about 100 to 80 erection wise. You know what I mean?
You did the wrong hand motion. You went that. You go there.
Listen, the world doesn't need to know how my.
We're
penis
on
works.
video now.
So that's no problem when you're putting a dick into pussy,
Right.
Because you're gonna go back to 100.
Yeah.
No problem. Thing is,
Smaller hole.
smaller hole. You have to sort of, and our
You have to be
our-
standing at attention.
You have to be standing. You have to, because you sort of have to like force your way in, right?
Yeah.
Mercy.
That's
Yeah.
usually what it's like fucking pussy for me, actually.
So I didn't understand this. I'm like, I can't get in. She's like, are you all the way hard? I'm like, no. And she's like, well, get all the way hard. And I'm like, well, that's not a way to facilitate that. To be like, come on now.
That doesn't get you off?
No. Come on. Do it. You know, so I
The
just,
Shia LaBeouf.
yeah.
Do it! Just do it!
Yeah.
The Shia LaBeouf on your shoulder whenever you're trying to get hard to fuck a woman.
And-
Just do it!
Yeah. Oh, well.
Interesting. He played a role in the movie Holes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Stanley Yelnats that's the fifth, huh?
Huh?
So, Matt, you've never eaten ass?
Yeah, I have.
And Bobby, you've eaten ass?
I have.
But not white ass.
Not white ass.
I've eaten white, Asian,
Oh
and
my.
Latina ass.
Wow. No indigenous ass? That's
No
sus.
indigenous. I never had
Bit
indigenous.
sus.
Bobby, he would have to eat every part of the ass if
Yes.
that were the case.
Well, I
you must
will-
eat every part of the ass.
well, before every time I ate ass, I did do a land acknowledgement.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
Matt's Native American name is Lapping Ass.
Slapping ass.
He who turns his tongue brown.
Yeah.
He goes into the woods for many days.
You guys ever watch Dances with Wolves?
Bits and
No.
pieces.
Yeah. It is like, as much as I roll my eyes at like people calling everything the white savior complex.
Yeah.
That really is the white savior.
I've heard of the movie. I don't even know what.
It was like a guy who was
Yeah.
like living with Native Americans or something,
yeah.
and like he befriended wolves, so they called him Dances with Wolves.
They call it that they gave him his Indian name. He was a soldier in the U.S. Army.
What was it? It was a white guy.
Kevin Costner plays a white man.
Okay.
And
Real stretch for this guy.
Yeah, because white men, notoriously not great dancers.
no,
But compared to wolves, maybe good dancer.
that's it. That's why you gotta invite a wolf as a date to the next wedding you go to.
Right.
Yeah, but he's an army man, and this is like I think after the Civil War, and he's in charge of like kind of seeing what it's like on the frontier.
Yeah.
And eventually he makes friends with these Indians to report back to the army, but eventually he realizes, oh, they're not savages.
Right.
And then he like helps save them.
Yeah.
And he finds, spoiler alert, he falls in love with another with an Indian who he thinks is an Indian woman.
Ooh.
But really, she's a white woman whose parents were killed in an Indian raid, and then was raised by a neighboring tribe.
Okay.
So she forgets because she was like 5 years old when this happens.
Right.
She like forgets English.
Yeah.
But she ends up falling in love with Kevin Costner, and that's the funniest part of the movie is that the writers couldn't make the leap that Kevin Costner falls in love with an indigenous
Native
woman.
American. It had to be a white woman who was raised by natives because, come on, we got to keep it somewhat
It had to be like
realistic.
racially appropriate, a woman that racially appropriated
Yep.
an
Yeah.
entire culture. Because
Yeah.
like that would be like too far of a stretch. Like, well, you can respect the Native American, but you can't fall in love. It's like, what if it was a white person that thought they were Native American?
Well, that's what they did with the Ridiculous Six, I think, the Adam Sandler one. Adam Sandler is a white guy who was raised by a Native American tribe.
Okay.
In that movie, that was like because there's Magnificent Seven, Hateful Eight, and so they did Ridiculous Six, and that was in the era of like when Netflix was first doing original movies. So there weren't that many Netflix original movies,
Right.
So there's like that movie, and I think Bright is like the Will Smith one. Those first couple, like so many people saw those.
Right, because like it was like the first time Netflix ever really dipped its toe into the because they did like television series like Stranger
Right.
Things was already out and that did gangbusters.
Yeah.
And
Is
then-
that also about Native Americans?
pretty much?
I actually haven't seen Stranger Things.
Yeah, it's about they built they built a small residential 80s suburban neighborhood over an ancient Indian burial ground.
Is that really what Stranger Things is? No, I don't know.
I knew that.
Joe is convincing.
I knew that wasn't it, but I also have no idea what Stranger Things is about.
It's
other
just
than-
like it's just nostalgia.
it's sexy kids.
Very sexy kids. Yikes, dude. That's the problem with like these fucking. Well, that's the problem with like every sitcom and movie series. Like the children actors, as they get older, like you have to start like the producers like we have to start sexualizing these kids. You know, like then they put them on like, that's like how they fucking get like a life of fucking. Like look at Miley Cyrus. She was like this little like
thanks.
Disney girl.
She's like 31 now.
Yeah, now she's like a fucking woman. You know,
She's like a trucker woman.
yeah.
Dude, it's so upsetting to see her go like her singing Jolene.
Yes.
Assuming she's 18 or older in that video, and otherwise
Yeah.
I take back everything
Very
I'm about to
good.
say. But she's very attractive, and then now she's like a trucker lady.
Oh, I like her now.
Oh yeah, that's right up Joe's alley.
Yeah, you don't
mean, hey, make no mistake about it. If she was in this room and she wanted to have sex with me, I would be the happiest man that
How
ever
cool would it
lived.
be if she had sex with all of us, dude? That would be so good for
Do
the
you think
podcast.
she'll be? Yeah. Do you think she'll,
Like Molly, why was this fucking multimillionaire woman having sex with 3 dopey dudes? That'd be cool.
What if she would only do it? She would have sex with all of us, but she insists on putting a finger up Bobby's ass. Do you take one for the team?
She would absolutely do that too. She's weird.
She would go in like a wrecking ball.
Would you let her stick a finger up your ass?
Yeah.
Would you let her? What would you let your girlfriend stick her finger up your ass?
She doesn't want to, but I guess if
Did you ask her to?
I mean,
You
you
said
follow your own train of questioning.
Joe's just like, you know when there's like a 3-year-old who just says why to everything and there's no rhyme or reason to it and he's just saying, well then what about this? And you're like, I'm not going to tell you you're an idiot because you're 3, but clearly this line of questioning doesn't make any sense.
Well, no,
For the
because-
folks just
because-
joining us, I have established that I do not want a finger up my ass Joe said, "What if your girlfriend asked you to?" And I said, "She doesn't want me to." And then he said, "Have you asked her to?"
He's trying to. He is trying to figure out.
You said she doesn't want to.
So he's trying to figure out how you learned that.
Which implied that you asked her and she said, "No, I don't want to."
She's never brought it up, and neither have I, because it's not up either.
So then
of our
how do
How
houses.
do you know she doesn't want to though?
She doesn't.
All right, Bobby.
No way.
Are you sure?
If I'm lying, I'm crying. I ain't shed a tear.
You're
Women
not-
are
it's not-
surprisingly sexual. It's 2022
Yes.
now.
It's not
They're
about whether-
they're not some fucking broad that's
Yeah.
fainting all the time whenever a man
So do you
walks
put
in with a beard.
fingers in your ass, Joe?
Do I put fingers in my ass? Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Regularly or
All
just
the time,
upon
dude.
request?
Not
I-
his, not his own.
Dude, I fucking
They belong to an 8-year-old boy named Juan.
yeah.
All right, that's been sitting in your mind for a little while.
No, I was about to say Guatemala, and I meant to say Guatemalan child, and then Juan is the first Spanish name I can think
So
of.
are you into it, or will you honor someone else's request?
I goat see myself every day.
Oh, every day.
There was like a terror in my 20s where I was just trying to always go into it, people's ass.
Really?
Just like sexually, they're like, all right, calm down, cowboy.
Mm-hmm.
Take it easy.
See, when I was in my 20s, I was just happy to be invited.
Yeah.
You know, it's when you go. What does Ron White say? He's like, you know, just because what was it? Oh, when you're at the amusement park, if one ride doesn't work, you don't shut down all the rides.
Yeah.
Right. And that was
You do if somebody dies on a ride.
You don't shut down the whole park.
Yeah, you do.
Maybe like in the moment. Unless you're the WWE and Owen Hart just died and you had to finish the pay-per-view.
When the Pirates of the Caribbean ride breaks down, the pirates don't stop fucking the tourists.
that vibe of like them continuing WrestleMania. It was WrestleMania, right?
No, it was Over the
SummerSlam.
Edge.
Oh,
It was some random like May pay-per-view.
So that vibe is kind of like when someone really, not just regular bombs, but like really shits the bed on a show where they like turn on the audience and it's
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And then you just
Has
have
that
to
ever
go up-
happened?
Oh, to me, never.
Have you seen that happen to somebody?
Sure.
Who?
I mean, I'm not going to name names.
Why
on
not,
the,
dude?
Not on the free episode.
Why?
Save that for the Patreon.
Save that for the
Give their
Patreon.
initials, then we'll say their name on the Patreon.
Okay. JG.
JG. Janine Garofalo?
Yeah.
Jane Goodall.
She
Oh my
probably
God, I didn't know she did stand up. She must love
She's
Urban
like,
Room.
oh, what's up with all of these gorillas? You know, the kind at 110th Street in Harlem.
That's Jane Goodall stand-up.
That's Jane Goodall stand-up.
That's not what we're saying. That's Jane Goodall
Yeah,
stand-up.
it's Jane
really
Goodall.
disgusting
Don't try
what
to
Jane
fucking
said.
Shane Gillis me, but I'm never gonna have an opportunity like Shane Gillis. So yeah, white power.
There's a freedom of knowing that.
Yeah, what's gonna?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna get
a comic, and they're like, "Oh, you say whatever on your podcast." I'm like, "Yeah, it's fun."
Yeah.
And it's like I'm gonna get discovered at 37.
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude, it's over.
I'm
Let me
there-
be
I'm-
racist, dude. Who cares? But I'm gonna be in a fucking position of power. I'm never gonna be in a position where I can like exploit sex out of somebody. I'm never gonna be in a position where I can ruin someone's career. So let me say the N-word. What's the fucking problem? These are the people that should be able to say the N-word outside of black people, but it's people that have absolutely zero power in the real world. Now,
Comics are the N-word of the entertainment industry.
now, like, yeah, in a way we are. They make us paint our face and dance. Elon Musk shouldn't say the N-word because he makes a lot of money. Joe Rogan should not say the N-word because he makes a lot of money. Once you start making a lot
Dave
of money,
Chappelle should not say the N-word because he makes a lot of money.
honestly, he shouldn't. And until like
He had his fun.
until he has sex with a trans person, he's not allowed to say the N-word.
I think that's fair.
Yeah. I
Now,
think
Bobby,
so.
would you have sex with a trans person?
You have asked him this before.
Multiple times.
Eventually, he's gonna slip.
My answer remains consistent. I wouldn't intentionally, but if it happened, I would say LOL classic Bobby.
There are some good-looking trans people now.
There are.
It's crazy. What a world we live
I
in.
can't get past the dick or the former dick.
Yeah.
Because
I believe it's called a wound.
a wound.
The former dick.
Yeah, I suppose.
Is that
so.
what it is called? That's what it's called, right?
That's a scientific term.
We're
The
gonna have
scientific term is gash.
Yeah.
gash. Get that gash, dude.
Yeah. The vertical smile.
I don't know. There's probably good fake pussies and bad fake pussies.
Yeah.
What's
You
the
know-
top? What's the top of the line one? Do you think?
Top of the line. Like, how much do you think it costs?
The Caitlyn Jenner.
50 grand.
You
50
think
grand.
you think Caitlyn Jenner's got good pussy?
We don't even know for sure if she has a pussy.
I thought she still had her penis.
Oh, I didn't know.
She won't tell.
She's like, I'm
because it's not
keeping
our
my
business.
dick. Sorry, girls.
Caitlyn Jenner's like trans people don't like her. I think
No one likes her, dude.
because she's like still a Republican.
She's
I mean,
still a
some
Republican.
people she like broke the door down, so there is like something to
I don't
doing
think
that.
she broke the door down. I think like the only thing she did to break the door down was kind of give Republicans an out by saying like, I'm not transphobic. I love Caitlyn Jenner.
Well,
that's all
just,
she did.
I just mean Caitlyn Jenner was the first like famous person to go through a transition that
Besides
just
Chaz Bono. You're forgetting about world famous Chaz Bono.
oh
Yeah, I mean, like, I guess that was like the first person to like. Well, we didn't know. Like, I mean, Chaz Bono was always at least like kind of gay.
Yeah.
like it was all. But like with Caitlyn Jenner, it
an
was-
Olympic athlete.
Yeah, an Olympic
It was the
athlete.
first person that it just made a lot of people who weren't even aware or they're just like, I've kind of heard of this trans thing. Now everyone knew a famous person
Yeah.
who was trans.
It wasn't it funny? Like all the guys that were like against Caitlyn Jenner transition was like, I just miss Bruce.
Yeah.
Like you miss an Olympic level runner.
Yeah.
Like no, you fucking don't. Bruce, like there was never a case where Bruce Jenner seemed like an.
What am I
athlete.
supposed to do with my 50-year-old Wheaties box
Yeah.
now?
Who the fuck is like? He was like, who the fuck fucking loves like runners? He was like a sprinter, right? Olympic
Yeah.
sprinter. or
He was
something
I
like
hate
an-
runners, honestly. It makes it harder.
Yeah.
to
What are you
fuck.
trying to? What are you running from, bitch?
He was famous in the way that like a Shawn Johnson, Simone Biles, or Michael Phelps. Like Michael Phelps actually probably more famous because like
Michael
actually
Phelps is
set
famous
records.
for smoking weed.
Yeah.
That's cool.
He's
That
the
Michael
Joe Rogan
Phelps-
of athletes.
Every 4 years, there are like Olympians who they just do really well in the Olympics. They're a celebrity for a few years, and you're just like,
Yeah.
hey, and everyone knows the name. They like if it was today, they'd be on Dancing. They're on Dancing with the Stars. But yeah, years later,
Who's that one girl that does like that? That like gymnastic girl who like does like that.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking
Well, it
about.
makes me horny.
Larry Nasser.
No.
He's
chick.
made women make some faces.
Yeah.
In the comments, sound off in the comments on what Olympic level athlete I should have sex with next.
Yes.
And if you want to call in, dial 555-696-6969.
Finney's here.
I almost panicked for that bit and said my real phone number. That would have been a tremendous mistake.
You started off with 555.
Well, but right before I said that, I'm like, would it be funny to say my own phone number? And then I
Yeah.
realized that it would be,
yeah.
but it would also not be worth it.
The unfortunate thing about the kitchen as opposed to the living room is that Finnegan can't get up on is not
Yeah.
going to get up on the couch and be pet by us. But Finnegan,
He's trying
He's
to warn
here.
us about a boy trapped in a well right
yes,
Hi, Finny.
the fourth host of
Hello.
Locker Room Talk, Finnegan.
He's
who,
here. His presence is always felt.
We'll get him up on the table.
Here we go.
There you go. Here's the fourth host. Hey, Finn. Yes, Finn
love
was.
Finn.
He's like a little crust punk today. He's got
He
this
is. We
little
just
bandana.
we gave him my one of my bandanas to wear. He's been
Little-
rocking it.
Yeah, little Operation Ivy.
Now, is he normally allowed on the table, or is this a special occasion?
This is a special occasion.
Don't get used to this, Finnegan. Well, he can't make it up on his own, can he?
What
No,
exactly?
he can't.
What are some? I think Real Big Fish is the only ska band I know. What are other ska bands?
Mighty Mighty Boss Stones, Less Than Jake,
Okay,
The Matches.
I've heard of them, but I don't know if I would be able to say.
Damn,
the
I
name of
love
any of
ska
their
now
songs.
that I think about it, dude.
Yeah.
What else? Some other good bands.
The Specials, they were the first one. They did a
Oh,
message
yeah.
to you, Rudy.
The Specials.
Yeah.
That's what we should name our podcast.
Hell
Honestly,
yeah.
dude, should we rename it Locker? Because like that's what everyone says is like change the name, but it's so funny.
We'll change the name to award-winning podcast Locker Room Talk.
Well, we changed the YouTube. I think it helped the YouTube algorithm, but
When
change
we
it to the
changed-
official Locker Room Talk YouTube.
Yeah.
Because now people know we're official.
Yeah.
Right.
That's really what you want. You want
Yeah.
people to know that you're not. If it was the amateur Locker Room Talk YouTube channel, people would.
We live it, dude.
Yeah. They don't want to
want-
watch a couple of amateurs. They want to watch professional comedians Joe Gorman, Bobby Sheehan, Matt Maran, and Finnegan J. Taylor. That's right, buddy. I'm talking about you.
I think Locker Room Talks it's a fun name. I think I don't know. I don't want to change it. I like locker room
We're
talk.
keeping it.
It's fun.
The name
I think
stays.
I think people think it's going to be like a sports podcast when we say that.
Yeah, that's on them, dude. It's really a fucking pro alt-right podcast.
So I am wearing a Jackie Robinson shirt and a New York Yankees hat, so I could talk about sports.
Yeah, I have
all
Reggie
day.
Jackson's autograph right there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
Mr. October to Joey.
Yeah.
Joey.
That's
You,
That's me.
Joey.
Good luck, Reggie Jackson, Hall of Fame. Wow.
Yeah, my mom used to work for like one of those. I think it was like an agency that sponsored like a lot of like baseball players.
Okay.
So one of her boss like met Jackie Robinson and
Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson signed his name. My mom talked to like Ken Griffey Jr. on the phone one time.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
It's very cool.
God damn.
It was in the 90s when, I don't know if you remember this, Ken Griffey Jr., he did like a Wheaties commercial where he was like running for president and he was going to make like his mascot the vice president and stuff. And my mom was talking to him on the phone and she said, "Oh, I really like that commercial that you did. I thought it was so funny." And he was like, "Well, I just did that, to kind of let kids know that they can do anything they put their minds to." He seemed like just like a really genuinely cool guy.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of interviews with him. He's one of those. He was like, I was a Yankees fan, so and Ken Griffey Jr. hated the Yankees, but Ken Griffey Jr. was like the name of the baseball video game was Ken Griffey Jr.'s Baseball.
Ken Griffey Jr., All-Star Baseball.
Yeah, you would turn to the game, you'd be like, "Hi, I'm Ken Griffey Jr. This is Major League Baseball."
That's right. Let's play some baseball.
Bam, 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 bam.
Well, he was like, he made it seem like baseball was just fun.
Yeah, he would wear his hat backwards in the home run derby.
He was always like, it seemed like he was just like really enjoyed the sport.
Yeah,
rather
he was
than,
always
like,
having a fun time.
Yeah. And I think that's what it really comes down to.
Yeah.
I think in any profession, like to see people genuinely enjoy what they do.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Podcasting, this, hanging out with friends, my son.
The Kangaroo Jr. Baseball had some weird animation to it because this is like 90s animation.
That was
so
on
like,
the N64, right?
Yeah, Derek Jeter is dark skinned black in the game.
Whoa.
Johnny Damon is black for some reason. That's just a white guy who they made black. So my brother and I used to call him Jamal Damon.
What's the popular baseball game now?
MLB The Show.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
where you can also like give like a storyline to your baseball players, right? Where
Yeah, there's like a career mode you can
Yeah.
play. I had
fuck a
on your
girl.
wife.
Yeah.
Huh?
You can cheat on your wife. as a baseball
Can you
player.
really?
No.
That'd be so sick. You get caught cheating. It's like you can choose to either like apologize or hit her with your baseball.
Yeah.
And it's like you have to like fucking do like a timed event, right? You have to hit X and Y at the exact same time to fucking crack her skull in just a way that she goes unconscious, so you can
Press
get away
Y
with it.
and
Yeah.
Z to plead no contest
Yeah.
to felony battery.
There was a baseball player, Ben Zobrist. He was on the Chicago Cubs World Series winning team.
Okay.
Yikes.
And his wife and him were in marriage counseling with a therapist / pastor. It was their pastor who was also
That's
doing
not
their
gonna be good.
Was also doing their marriage counseling, and apparently she had this like long-standing affair with the pastor.
Oh, that guy
therapist.
rules. Hell yeah. Dude, literally taking a man's money while fucking his wife.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah.
beautiful.
And he's a pastor.
Oh my god.
Nice,
Yes.
dude.
So he's tax exempt.
Yeah.
Money from the guy whose wife you're fucking.
Two-time World Series champion. I think he was on the Royals team that won. I think he won 2 years in a row, won the World Series with two different teams. I want that to be the storyline in MLB The Show career mode.
Good golly, Miss Dude, the world's full of scammers.
Yeah.
Is it?
Like I was reading about, we were talking about the trans operations before. Yeah. Well, briefly, and it reminded me there was this woman that did a GoFundMe for her transition, and she got like literally over $250,000.
Nice.
And she just kept upselling. She was like, you know what, guys, I appreciate the donation so far, but like, if you really want to support black trans women, maybe you'll even give me more money. And people were like, oh, fuck, yes, queen, and like giving her more money. And then all of a sudden, all these other trans women were like, hey, I've had surgery. You have more than enough money to have all of the surgeries that one could have. And then she just blocks those people. And she's just like collecting money.
Still?
Dude, I don't know. I watched this YouTube video about it. There's this other like trans YouTuber. She's like, I've legit like looked into it. She has a luxury apartment in like the nice part of LA.
Ooh.
Doesn't have a job.
Ah.
And it's so funny because she clearly has had literally no surgery because she turns the camera on and it's just like this linebacker in a wig. You know what I mean? So it's like clearly no surgery at all. Just having a nice time in a luxury apartment. I'm thinking I should have this caper for myself, dude.
Why not?
Can you imagine?
I don't know. Sounds like you don't support black trans women.
Well, why would we?
Dude, honestly, you
Two
ever see
things
it-
that we hate.
You ever see a GoFundMe though, and you're like, well, I don't know. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
You never
You're like,
know.
I don't know who these people are, and even if I do, I don't know if they're spending the money. There's no like mechanism for which you could like prove, hey, I spent the money on this thing that you gave the money for. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing. That was the old, like, the libertarian argument was always like, well, we don't need the government to help people because we have charities and we
Yeah.
have all this stuff. And it's like, because of all the government waste, I'm like, yeah, the money's going to get wasted even if it's charities and GoFundMes.
Yeah.
You're still, like, you're choosing to do it, but you would still be like, you know, ideally, there is some sort of group that's organized that would, I mean, if they're doing a bad job, then the whole thing is fucked anyway. But
Right.
ideally, it's like someone has to be in charge of letting you know what is or isn't scams.
Yeah.
If there's none of that, then just everything could be a scam at all times.
Yeah.
And you have no
I mean,
recourse.
you should go through life thinking everything is a scam.
Yeah.
And I think you'll find your life is a little bit better for
Yeah,
that.
that's why Bobby, at this point, should realize it's possible that his girlfriend wants to put a finger up his ass.
Honestly, just let her put your finger up her ass. Have you ever put your finger up someone's ass, Bobby?
No, he hasn't done it because he doesn't want to figure out if he likes it or not.
no, I would
No.
put my finger up someone else's ass.
Would you
Not
put
your
your-
girlfriend's.
Would you put your finger up?
That has not been requested. But if I was a single man and there was a woman that was like, you know what I love and I need is a man to put a finger in my ass, I would do that. Here's the thing.
You don't want the finger in your ass.
Yeah, that's
Why?
a bridge too far. Because I don't want to need it. You know what I'm saying?
You don't. What if you don't need it?
But I will never find out if I never do it. You're ruining my nighttime routine, and I don't appreciate it.
Why, dude?
Because the thing is, if I stick my finger up a woman's ass,
Yeah.
when I have sex, I can't pass out right at that. Then I need to pee afterwards.
Do
know
you
what I
think
mean?
it is possible that there are certain like fetishes or kinks that you don't know, like
100%?
that you don't know you're actually really
I
into?
just haven't been exposed to it yet.
Because it's something that's like, I know I don't have a foot fetish
How do you know that?
because I've had
You've
sex.
seen-
Have you
with-
put like
I've
feet?
seen
Have you put feet in your face?
I don't.
That's a
think
different
so.
experience, Matthew.
I'm
Because like
trying
for
to
the
think if
longest
a
dude, for the
girl's
longest
ever
time, I
done it.
thought I was not a foot guy.
Yeah.
And then like you just get like some feet in your face. and you're like,
Really?
I'm a fucking foot guy. Yeah.
Dude,
Okay,
that's
so-
so fucking alien to me.
Why?
Feet in the face?
Well, I don't know. It's
You
like,
have feet.
huh? It's,
You have
it's
feet.
different when it's someone else's.
Yeah.
Women have different feet than men.
Oh, wow.
I haven't never had a.
Yikes.
I
That
don't-
sounds like biological essentialism to me.
I've
Well,
never-
it's true.
I've never had a woman put her feet in my face.
Yeah.
But
Trans women, if you want to get convincing surgery, get foot reduction surgery.
yeah.
I think you're describing foot binding.
Well, it works. Whatever it is, it gets my cock hard.
Yeah.
Joe's letting
I
a
guess
little of
it-
the old country out right now.
Yeah.
Hello.
I guess it is
We're getting
possible.
loosey goosey on the fridge. I die.
Although I,
I die. as
I've
soon as I
never-
admit
Don't
it.
die, dude. We'll have to taxiderm you for the rest of the
How
episodes.
long do you think? How long do you think I'll be dead before Finn starts eating me?
A couple minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Finn is great and all. Like, he's cute. We like to pet him. But if there's one thing I know about Finn is that Finn looks out for Finn.
Yeah. Finn's a
100%.
survivalist.
Yeah.
I give him permission to eat my body.
Bombastus, too. The cat, if you're unaware.
if you
you're
pay
just joining
attention to
us.
the locker room talk continuity.
Do you think there's a wiki of us right now with the different characters?
I hope not. The locker room talk verse. What is
What
that?
do you have Matt, you have Bobby, you have Joe, Finnegan, Babassus, Kelly, James Bontillo, James Mack.
not a free episode, Bobby. What are you doing?
Dan Wicks.
Have we talked about Dan Wicks?
We talked about Dan Wicks. You
Yeah.
talked about like how he was the one who was openly saying like, "Oh, I don't want to put non-progressive people on my roast" or some shit. You were talking some shit about how like you hate that.
Oh,
Oh no, that was you when he.
Yeah.
No, he didn't want to do a roast when Jeff Ross. There was like a Facebook
When Jeff,
rumor.
yeah, when everyone there was
Yeah.
a rumor that Jeff Ross was like grooming a child.
Yeah, and then Dan said he didn't feel comfortable doing a roast, which I'm
look.
cool with Dan, but I'm still gonna make fun of him for once having said that.
Not
Yeah.
a good look.
Yeah.
Not a good.
He now hosts a roast show, so I guess he got over it.
It's a little bit of a better
Well, and he also
look
had Jeff Ross on it too.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did. He said, "My good friend Jeff Ross, my dear friend and non-child groomer comedian Jeff Ross."
It's wild to groom a child.
What is
to
it,
fuck
Finn?
them when you could,
What is it,
you
Finn?
could
Someone's
just-
grooming a child?
Finn, is
By
there
the old well?
there's a groomer in the house? Which one of us is it? Come over to which one of us it
Yeah,
is.
sniff. Put your finger up the ass of the person who's a groomer. Yeah, he wants to go out. We'll take him out later. In a minute, dude. I gotta.
We're working,
keep inspiring
Finn.
people. Come here,
We're
buddy.
at work.
Come here. We're good.
But yeah, it's weird to like the whole like Jeff Ross thing. If that's real,
Yeah.
you know that he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna fuck this 16-year-old," you know, in New York, which is illegal because in New York it's 17.
What?
But in New Jersey it's 16, in Connecticut it's 18. But
What's the lowest?
16.
it's
I think.
16 to 18 in each state. Most states are 17.
And there's some countries where it's like 14, right?
Yeah.
Georgia, it's like 12. That's why that song "Georgia" on my mind.
Yeah. That's why the devil went down there.
Yeah, that's where everyone's having fun.
Yeah.
I guess that's why I think. Oh, and that's also why Hollywood is filming so much in Georgia.
Right.
The children.
Yeah. Yes.
The fucking the official the Georgia peach.
Yeah.
Puts a whole new meaning to that.
Juicy. It was all the dream. I used to read Word Up magazine.
James
Salt
and the
Pepper.
underage peach.
Hell yeah, dude. We got there.
Isn't it wild that this generation, this new generation, like they won't stumble on their dad's porno mag.
Yeah.
Like
just
the most
their
they can-
internet search history.
But I mean, like at this point, like I feel like they're probably gonna be like a little faggot like Bobby and just constantly go on incognito mode and clear the browsing history.
Doesn't seem so silly now, huh?
It does. It still does, dude. I'll
'Cause
never
you want the experience of your child knowing what exactly you jack off to.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I want to make sure my.
Well,
I want to make sure my.
I don't
kid-
agree, but
yeah.
I will defend to the death your right to say. it.
Well,
I
with
want to
the-
make sure my kids know I ain't no queer.
Right. With the
or
internet.
a little bit of a queer, as it may be.
With the internet, you can get real specific. Where like the porno magazine, I saw my dad's porno magazine. It was just naked girls.
That's the thing. If you see your father's search history and it's like Korean woman being thrown down the stairs, you're like, well, fuck.
Dad was in the war. He's seen some stuff.
But Dad was in Afghanistan. Yeah, but he hates. That's where he got his hatred of foreigners.
What's the most fetishy thing you're into right now?
Dude, so I wasn't into this, but I did see it, and I didn't turn it off. So, it was, so the title of the video was something like "Woman Gets Face Fucked," and I was like, "Yes,
Delicious.
I'm interested."
Yummy, yummy.
And I click on it, and it pans to it's outside, like a campsite almost, sort of. They're in nature, and there's like soil and a bucket, and the bucket's upside down, and a man walks into frame, and he removes the bucket, and there is the head of a woman, and so she's buried to her neck in so it's only her face,
Right.
and this whole thing is like this man is face fucking a woman who is buried in the ground, and when he's done, after the money shot,
She's only a head.
Yeah, I was gonna say he just pulls up as a severed head that was just chilling.
It's like
on
if
the
someone
dirt.
came and fucked the knight in Monty Python.
I imagine that was the inspiration.
Yeah.
When he was done, he put the bucket back.
Oh, how charming! That's so funny.
I was wondering why there was a warning at the beginning of this video.
Yeah.
Because it was literally like a jackass "Don't try this at home" warning.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, face fucking is unpleasant. I don't imagine
These are professionals that don't have fathers in their life. Do not try this at home unless you yourself don't have a father. In which case, contact us at Browsers.
Oh, this wasn't browsers, buddy. A little beyond browsers. Ooh,
Isn't
that'd
that-
be a good name for a porno company.
Beyond Browsers?
Yeah.
Brazzers, not browsers.
Brazzers had a porn star punishment for a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That was kind of cool. The guy was just kind of slapping around a woman.
Yeah.
Is that what's the kinkiest or weirdest fetish thing you're into?
I guess it's like that cuckold stuff.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know?
I'm
Joe
not,
and I are polar opposite. I'm like, let's
Yeah.
see a woman get humiliated, and you're like, let's see a man be humiliated.
Well, it's like the guys are usually into it, like, oh my god, you.
Yeah.
fucking
That is cool when they're like, hell yeah, like when they're just in it.
Yeah.
What makes me sad is when they're sad. I
Yeah.
don't. That doesn't do it for me. I don't want. There should be less, not more sad.
I like watching pornos with like women in like their 50s or 60s because it's like cool. I'll be able to have sex with a woman like that in my 50s or 60s.
Yeah.
I
She's obtainable.
Yeah.
That's what's turning you on is the realisticness. of
Nothing
it.
gets me hornier than the idea that I could have sex.
Yeah. I didn't think I would be into it. But have
Rape.
you yeah. Have you seen those
Don't knock it till you
videos
try it.
with like a gigantic load that I think it's fake, but it
Yeah,
looks like a
monsters of
hose?
jizz.
Yeah. Yeah, those where the girl's face is just entirely covered and it's like a hose. I did not think I would like it. It is kind of hot.
Matt, what kind of sexual being are you? Your answer to these questions are when it's obviously fake jizz and when the storyline is that it's a woman trying to sell a house.
Yeah, that's fun too. Or when she's in a pawn shop and the guy's like, I can't really buy this from you unless you have sex with me.
Matt, you're too engrossed in bits. Porno is to get off on things that are hot.
No, I'm a comic at heart. I need the bits.
I love it.
Oh, man, that rules.
Yeah. I need a bit. I want a clown to come with a flower that he squirts, and it's a cum shot into a woman's face.
Dude, there's a lot of clown porn out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to be careful.
I've heard that. I've never seen any clown porn.
Everyone says that. I never saw it. I just heard about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that 2 girls, 1 cup. I'm sorry. Are we boring you, Bobbert?
You are borrowing me. That's what you were going to say.
Okay.
You're borrowing about an hour and 15 minutes. Of my
All right.
time?
If we make $300 on the Patreon, should we film a porno where we all have sex with the same black woman?
Yep. That sounds like a great Patreon tier.
Joe eats her ass because he's never done it before to a
Yep.
black woman.
Yeah, but I have to go first, and then
Yeah.
you guys can.
And
do
I
whatever you
listen
want.
to her opinions because I've never done that before to a black woman.
You've never had sex with a black woman, period?
No, I have actually.
How many?
Let's see. Talk about something else.
Okay.
You have to count. It's like 3/5 of a normal. Yeah.
How many black women have you had sex with?
I've
man?
never had sex with a black
Really,
woman.
you should try it. The darker the
Yeah.
berry, the sweeter
I'd
the
like
juice.
to. I'm looking for my Jackie Robinson
Oh,
still.
you should.
Break
I
my
almost
collar
married a
bit.
black woman.
Really?
Then I moved to New York.
4.
4.
I'm golfing. No, that's how many. That's how many black women I've been with.
Nah.
Pretty sick, right?
I've
Yeah.
only had sex with 2 black women.
You
Oh my
are,
God.
You were like dating one for a while.
I was dating one, and it was getting kind of serious. And
Yeah.
like she was like she wanted to like settle down.
Mm.
And then like my job was like, "Do you want to move to New York?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, sure." And I just like, "It's done."
How long were you with the girl?
Just a couple months. You know how women get super
Oh,
attached
okay.
to me.
Because I was gonna.
Heartbreaker Joe Gorman.
Heartbreaker, you got. And then like I fucking moved to New York and hit like a dry spell for like a year and a half.
Year and a half.
Yeah, and then like, but once I like moved to Harlem, I started fucking again.
Oh, because you were in Jersey.
I was in
I had
Jersey.
the same thing, dude. Women won't fuck you if you live in New Jersey.
You
Unless
know,
they live
and
in
like
New
women
Jersey,
in
but no
Jersey,
offense.
the women in Jersey, you don't want to fuck. You know?
I was dating a girl who was from Staten Island.
Yeah.
And she was like a half-hour drive to where I was in Jersey. That wasn't too
That
bad.
wasn't too bad. But if you have a car, it's different.
Yeah, she had a car. I
there you
didn't.
go.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of glad I didn't date anyone in Jersey. I got to just like get fucked up all the time, figure out comedy.
Yeah.
And then like when I was in Harlem, I felt like a little more comfortable.
When I dated a girl in New Jersey, she had a big butt, which usually that's not. I'm more of a tits guy. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But it was like it was so big that it was nice.
It was
Did you have big tits too, or just a big small tits?
Very small titties, but that's where the big.
That's
she was
funny. It's like
squatting.
all of it went to the ass.
Yeah. Well, I think you know what it is. Like, there's no exercise to make your tits bigger, but I
Yeah.
think she
The
saw that she
squats.
had small tits, and she was like, life on life's terms, and then was just doing squats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I was always very excited to sleep with her, but we dated for a few weeks. Eventually, she just stopped sleeping with me.
Isn't it weird when women do that?
And but when it's one, like the first time once you're dating, and then the first time it happens, you're like, well, that's to be expected. I mean, part of me doesn't want to fuck all the time anyway. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, next time will be even better. And then it didn't happen the next time. I'm like, okay, I've literally never had 2 no's in a row.
Do
You know
you
what I mean?
think it would have changed things if you let her put a finger in your ass?
That might have been it. You know what I think it was? I think she was lonely and she wanted a friend, and then so she used sex to like get me in.
Yeah.
Then she's like, let's wean him off the sex and see what happens.
And then you stop being her friend.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's you can't. That's no way to be. You know what I mean? And if you have like, it's just uncompatible.
Yeah.
Or incompatible. Incompatible. I'm a retard.
Incompatible.
It's incompatible if your sex drives are too different. Like there's always going to be like, oh, I don't want to and you do, or vice
Right.
versa. But like if it's consistent, like I feel like a double turn down might be a sign of trouble. Putting aside like extenuating circumstances.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know. Some relationship. We should do like a Bill Burr style. Like people ask us advice.
Relationship advice.
Relationship advice or work advice or, guns advice. You know,
Right.
whatever the advice might be.
Yeah. Political opinions.
You know what?
Yeah.
Let's start doing that. Guys,
Yeah.
write to us at justsomelockerroomtalk@gmail.com. Ask us for your advice. Don't do bits. Okay?
No.
We want to help people.
Do not do under no circumstances
Don't do bits.
would I ever want you to do a bit and upset Bobby, who legitimately doesn't want bits.
Yeah, Bobby just wants to help people.
That's actually why I got into podcasting. Was
Is
to
it?
help. Was to help. But also, it wasn't so much.
You wanted to help with Natalie Cuomo?
That's the name of her podcast.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Did you ever do that one?
No, I didn't.
I did.
I know you and Dalton did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
help?
it looks like but who could help us? Right? Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
That we were trying to help her,
Yeah.
but no one was able
I
to
think
help
was
her.
that the podcast where she has people try to help her, or
It was basically like her talking about like, this is what I do, what do you do?
Oh, okay.
And I had like some great fucking life advice.
Yeah. And
I had some fucking experience. I have experience to draw upon.
Yeah.
You know, I was, like, talking about my life.
So does Dalton.
He just read books, and that was before he went fucking crazy. Hey, this is the fucking free episode, folks. But no, that was like before that. That was like right before. Well, we can argue like when it happened.
No, that was during.
It was in the throes of madness.
Yeah.
But that was cool. I got to hang out.
Yeah.
I got to be on the receiving end of some cyberbullying, which is always fun.
After you did that
Just like
episode.
a little bit of everything, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's always trying to kill me, but what
Everyone's
can you
always
do?
trying to take you down.
Everyone's trying to take me down, but it's like, dude, I hate myself too. It's
Yeah.
like when they point out shit like, damn, you're fat and ugly and unfunny. I'm like, well, duh, dude. Like, duh, I'm fucking aware of that shit all the time, man. What are we gonna do?
I actually think
You
more.
really want to get in my head? You really want to get in my head? Have sex with me. All right? I won't know what to do with myself. You probably drive me to suicide. If you want me to kill myself, get a fucking beautiful woman to have sex with me. I'll be like those security guards in those fucking movies where somebody has to get their security clearance. So it's like, I'll seduce the security guard. He's like, wow, this never happens to me. That's like every time a woman hits on me.
Yeah.
They're like, I guess she's going to kill me and take my security clearance. Next scene is me with like a slit throat and like my card is gone, you know? And she's applying lipstick.
In those scenes, they should at least fuck the security. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Almost like a praying mantis. Like, let him have one nice time. Don't just grab his dick and it gets hard and then slit his throat.
Yeah.
In an effort to disarm him. Give him like, it's almost like a last meal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That'd be cool. Would you, if it's the most beautiful woman in the world, but you die immediately after, would you still do it?
Yeah, or if she wasn't. I just want to die.
That'd be sick too. Not only do I die, but now like a beautiful woman has HIV. That just seems like a win-win.
Hell yeah, dude. I love giving people HIV.
Honestly, like, can we decriminalize giving people HIV?
Yeah, or at least make it a misdemeanor or a ticket. You know, like, oh, I gave someone HIV. Yeah. Do you guys ever think about what your last meal might be?
Yeah, pussy.
Yeah.
Is that
The Michael Douglas answer.
Give me some of that Catherine Zeta-Jones pussy. Your death by fucking pussy.
Yeah.
And you eat the pussy and immediately the cancer just starts growing on your throat.
You got to be careful with that though, because what if they just give you Chinese food and wink at you?
That's so great. I can't believe Michael Douglas literally said, I got cancer from eating my wife's pussy.
Yeah.
And they stayed together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be like a divorce, right? Like, I'm sorry.
Well,
you went
no,
on-
he's already got the cancer. He can eat that pussy all he wants now. You're not going to get more cancer.
that,
Actually,
like,
I think you do get more cancer.
Yeah. I think
Well, that's like quitting smoking when you already have throat cancer.
Yeah.
It's like, it's done, dude.
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
That old school guy of like it's gay to eat pussy is so fucking funny to me.
Yeah.
I think that was just a storyline on The Sopranos. I can't think of a single guy.
There's this joke that like middle-aged black men don't eat pussy.
Well, that black
DJ
man
DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled, yeah.
Yeah, the one thing that motherfucker doesn't eat, right? Big fat fucking piece of shit. Yo, DJ Khaled, eat your wife's pussy, or I will find someone who will. I don't eat pussy, but come on, pee comes out of there.
Yeah.
Now the ass, that's something else.
Right.
That's a little treat. It is weird. Is it weird that I don't eat pussy, but I'll eat ass?
Is that real? You do eat ass, but not pussy?
I'll eat pussy if I have to.
Yeah, if you have to.
If I have to.
Yeah.
I'll eat butt because I want.
That's what happened. So DJ Khaled won't eat pussy, and then someone asked him about the ass, and he said, "Another one?"
You know what's wild about that too is he gets his dick sucked.
Yeah.
He
that
has
was
a-
like in the same
Yeah.
interview. They asked him about it. He's
Yeah.
like, "Well, yeah, I'm the king. You got to do that." And but you won't eat pussy. He's like, "Nah."
What a life.
Yeah.
He's a DJ.
Yeah. I mean, you think of like doctors, lawyers, DJs, they're all people that like contribute so much to society. Why would they have to eat pussy?
Exactly.
Yeah, dude. Let us give him just.
I
fucking-
love
come
eating
on.
pussy, though.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I
Matt.
do legit. I do love eating pussy.
Why?
Matt's
I
trying to
like-
be the Stavros of this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like making a girl feel good.
I don't.
Yeah, that makes me feel good. And
That makes me feel weak.
I've been with girls who, when I'm
don't
eating their
believe it.
pussy, they'll say that, "Oh, I could tell you actually like this." So then, and I do. So the part of me is like, "Oh, every other guy is like doing it and doesn't like it, and they can tell."
Can you show us what you look like when you're eating pussy? Do the camera.
Yeah, Bobby, take your pants off.
Matt, that's implying I have a pussy. Folks, do you think that's appropriate for a best friends podcast? And I don't have a pussy, but if I did, you'd be lucky to eat it.
Yeah,
Pussy.
I'll do it for you.
yeah. You'll eat pussy. You'll do what I look like eating pussy for me. All right, you got to be seeing the video for this, guys. Bobby
Honestly, this is like a good reason for people to subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can watch Bobby impersonate me eating pussy.
He just throws up.
Is he mouthing the N-word
Yeah.
right now?
He's spelling the N-word. N I Bobby, this is pretty erotic. I almost feel like this should be behind the paywall.
Yeah.
Oh damn, dude.
Oh, he's got the
Bobby's
fingers
the
going.
sexual one, dude.
He's got the fingers going and the other finger going up his butt. Is that
there it is.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
This is the Sons of Anarchy portion of the sex. Yeah, something like that, right?
Nah, two fingers.
Hell yeah, dude. Nice.
Up the ass to mouth.
My buddy, his friend in
Uh-oh.
college lost his virginity late. He was like 21
Yeah.
or something. And so my buddy said, "How did it go?" And this is also a visual, folks. I'm sorry. But he said, "Well, it was pretty good. First, I fingered her." And the guy,
And he gave a thumbs up.
he gave a thumbs up. And then my friend used the Socratic method to determine that that meant that he had put his thumb in her pussy. He thumbed him. Yeah, like a thumb war. Thumb war pussy. Yes.
Nice.
I just did the little magic trick where you make it look like you've pulled your thumb off your
Isn't that
hand.
wild? Like, no one taught me how to finger a girl, but I just knew not to use my thumb.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's intuitive.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say how wild that magic trick is, dude. People did that when I was a kid. It freaked me the fuck
It
out.
blew your mind?
It blew my mind.
Adios mio, papi.
Yeah.
Would you ever thumb a woman's pussy?
I'd do anything.
I'd do anything
Just to put my thumb in your ass. I got the words wrong.
It was nice, though.
Yeah, it was a simple plan.
This is a good one. I could feel it.
I hope you're right.
I think people are. I know. I think people.
Maybe we should vary it. One episode in the living room, one episode in the kitchen.
Just to kind of spice things up a little bit. Just
Yeah.
to kind of change things.
Well, the important thing is we found that we can do a podcast in any environment.
Any
Right.
environment.
Yeah.
Nothing can stop us. Not
Right.
even God.
Not even God or his soldiers.
Yeah. If it was, I mean, we can have locker room talk even in like a female environment
Oh, really?
in the kitchen.
Folks, fuck off.